This episode and the entire year of episodes is proudly brought to you by California Cryobank. Use code QueerFam25 for a free level 2 subscription to their donor catalog. Make them babies, y'all, and then come talk about it.
Love is love on the Queer Family Podcast. Love is love.
Oh my God, she was so funny. When she was pregnant with our sons, she would people would be like, oh my God, you're so pregnant. Are you excited? She's like, oh, I'm not keeping it at 8 months in Georgia. They're like, what? She's like, yeah, I'm not keeping this one.
They're like, oh, at least you didn't abort it. Phew.
Yeah,
right?
No, I'm not. It's not mine.
Oh my God.
Or they would be with her husband and someone would say something to him and she would be like, oh, it's not his.
Way to have fun with it. I like her. She's spicy. Welcome, y'all, to the Queer Family Podcast, the show all about family, but with gay. Speaking of gay, I'm your gay host, Jaimie. And this is the show that celebrates, highlights, uplifts, and normalizes LGBTQIA plus families in all of our fabulous identities. And y'all, if you heard the little intro clip, this episode is fabulous. Alon Rivel keeps it real. That's who I got to sit down with. Oh my God. And it is a funny and honest episode. Alon is a dad who does not hold back about the highs, the lows, the costs, literal and emotional, of making a queer family. It's so good. From his surrogates, amazing one-liners, which you just heard in that intro clip, and just to the things he said in this episode, like queer parents are architects of love and all the things. This was a great conversation, and it's really reminded me why I love doing this show and why I'm so glad y'all keep tuning in. Before I roll the tape, just a couple of updates in our personal life. We had our Halloween party. Halloween is officially over. Yay, parents, you did it. We made it through. And the Queer Family Podcast and the Gaytriarchs and Gays with Kids, we all co-hosted a Halloween party here in NYC, and it was wonderful. We had a great turnout. It was so fun. I want to do more and more parties, so stay tuned for more. And I hope y'all are staying safe. My family, once Halloween ends, then we enter birthday/holiday mayhem time, because all of our birthdays happen to be in the next couple of months, including Thanksgiving and what I call Santa time, because we don't do the religious thing, but my kids, you do celebrate the season of giving. Or I should say, my wife and I celebrate the season of giving, and my kids celebrate the season of taking. And boy, is it an epic season that starts November 1st. So here we are. Birthdays are starting, and then the season of taking. The season of taking is upon us. Here we go. All right, let's roll the tape. It's a really great one. I hope you get some good laughter out of it. I did. And also some really great takeaway moments, which I also got. All right, let's roll the tape. Helen Beulah Jerson, the only real person that I ever called to roll this tape. Helen and Beulah aren't real. I don't have assistants. I don't have help. Please roll that tape. Let's go.
Queer Family Podcast. Love is love.
Hi, Alon.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. We're vibing, having a great conversation already. So I was like, oh my God, let me hit record, because we got to get it on tape so we get all the good stuff. So I'm really excited to hear your whole story and just to get to know you.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. I mean, I've been listening to you for a while now, and I'm really excited to actually get to be on the show this time.
Oh, yay. I love that. All right. So before we get into the nitty gritty, to get into the nitty gritty, it is time for the moment of truth, the 30-second elevator pitch. You need to tell our listeners at home why you're here and why you're talking to the Queer Fam Squad. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Get set. Go.
I'm here to talk about what a gay family means and is. At the end of the day, it's about building safety and creating love. And I think, people always say, there's the argument, is being gay a choice? Are you choosing this life? And it's like, no, but choosing to have a gay queer family is. And that's the biggest choice. And there's no, oops, we're pregnant moment. And I want to talk about that, the choice to build an emotional family.
Boom. 30 seconds. The siren came through to let you know it was coming. Yeah. Oh my God. You made a point that I've actually never made on this show in my almost 300 episodes, Alon. Thank you for that. Yes, being gay is not a choice, but choosing to have a family, a gay family, is the biggest. And there are no accidents. Well, there are very few, very few.
Not in my world, right? Like there's always the outliers, but there's no way that, we didn't choose this, that we didn't think through this, that we didn't fear that we couldn't do this or have this, and that we're not thinking about all the things that can happen because of this choice.
100%. And I do talk about that a lot, about the fact that we're so intentional and because we have to be. But I've never actually brought it down to that simple point of we don't choose to be gay, but we choose to become parents. And that's why you should give us mad respect, yo.
Yeah, we're not sleepwalking into parenthood over here.
Not at all.
We're architecting it.
Yeah.
And that is really important. I think it's important because so many queer people don't get to architect their lives. They're not. And suddenly we have this opportunity, if we're lucky, to do something like this, if we have the funds or the means or the people in our lives to support us. And it's well, how can I architect safety and community when I didn't have that growing up?
Yes.
It's so powerful.
So powerful. Alon, you are just dropping mics left and right. Yes, thank you so much. I feel like I should bring you on as a co-host here and there because you're dropping some real good points. And it's so true. You are right on. And I thank you for saying all of this. I want to hear about your story. So let's get into it. How did you create your family? How did it all start out? Let's hear.
I've been with my husband. We met actually in college back in 2010. So we've been together quite a while, 15 years, and we've been married for almost 10. And of those years, we got engaged on our 5-year anniversary. Whoa,
you lesbianed it, to be quite honest.
I you know what? This is the truth. You want the truth?
Yes.
He's 2 years younger. I was at UMass Amherst, and I was with the boyfriend I had. I met him at orientation in college. I was with him all until the middle of senior year of college, and I thought I would marry that guy. And then I was suddenly I'm leaving college in a few months, and I was in an honors frat, and so was my boyfriend, now husband. And I was if I don't use everything here to meet people in the real world is fucking scary. And I want to find my person here. So I was intentional about going and seeking out who's the guy that I want to date, partner, even marry. It was just interesting because I think just in the parenthood story, you have to be super intentional too.
Yes.
It doesn't happen. So I was I really believe in that. I'm not the person who's going to wait for things to come to me. I'm going to go and get them. And I was looking who's that? What does he do? And then this little tiny gay man who wasn't even out. He came out to me that night. For
oh my God.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's some tea. But come on, he was wearing Sperry's with skinny jeans and zippers on the side on the bottom. And I was oh, who is this guy?
You knew. But was he a freshman at the time or he was a sophomore?
No, he was a sophomore. And I also like that he came. So there was an interchapter event at my school for the honors frat. And he came to it from Cornell. And I was who is this little gay Cornell boy?
From Cornell.
Yeah. I was I like what I see. I gotta this. And then he told me he was a science major, majoring in physics. And I was oh, and you're smart.
Oh.
So I was I'm so in.
Interesting. I feel you're an outlier amongst gay men. Not to stereotype, but it's more on the lesbian side of things, I already said. But I'm a serial monogamist, and I make no qualms about it. But I feel you are too.
I wouldn't call myself a serial monogamist. Let's not go that far. But I would.
That's where the gay comes in.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm a man. Men are gross. I say this all the time to straight people. I'm listen, I might be gay, but I know how men think, and straight men think like gay men. They just do it with a different gender.
Truth.
We're gross.
I didn't say it.
No, well, we are. We have our. We're very sexually motivated.
Yes, your brains are down there.
Yes. 100%.
I don't know. Some of us over here on this side, our brains are down there too. Not gonna lie, but
Oh, of course. I mean, sex
and
is important.
I
Hello.
think we should have some part of our brains down there. I think it's really important. Agreed. Unless you're asexual, and more power to you. But I didn't get that.
Do you like? I don't give a shit. Just don't let me not do me. But no, I mean, I would call myself more like a serial relationship person. Like and you know what? That's the trauma. Like that's the trauma
Ooh.
talking. That's me.
Talk about that.
Yeah, that's the need to like be validated and loved and accepted and safe. Again, that word safe, I've used it a few times already. It's so key.
Yeah. Well, what was it like growing up for you?
I mean, I grew up in New York, so I was exposed to everything with Israeli parents, Jew in New York, right? And basically first generation there. So everything's in your fingertips and you're exposed to it all in the 90s. And it was a lot. I went to like yeshiva up until like 8th grade, and then I was thrust into the public schools of New York City and Brooklyn. And suddenly, like, not everyone was Jewish and white. And I was like, huh? And that's also not a world that my family understood.
Right.
So I was navigating a space in a world that they couldn't help me navigate as a closeted queer person.
Right. Yeah. And you knew
Oh,
from an early age.
I got hard watching Bart Simpson when I was 6 years old. Come on.
You got it, dude.
Like, yeah. Like, I knew what I wanted.
Cowabunga.
Yeah, cowabunga. Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, so you knew, but your family didn't know.
I don't know what they knew.
Right.
Like, I was starting to be active when I was like 15 years old with other men exploring, not full on sex, but just exploring sexually. And that was scary, but I was ready. Like, I don't regret any of it. I was ready. I was going to theater camp.
Yeah, you were.
To like meet other guys. Like, I never went to camp until I was that age. And I met some guy because I was in the theater club who was a counselor at this theater camp. And I was like, wait, I can have access to you and all these other people for a whole summer. And that's sort of where like a lot of comfort came to be, where there's others like me and away from parents to monitor, which was invigorating and also pretty fucked up.
I feel you a lot because I'm a theater kid too. And theater was just the place for the misfits to go. You know, there were those of us who like really loved to sing and dance, like who really had like a talent and a passion for it. And then there were the kids who were just misfits and they just liked hanging amidst, you know, like, yeah, we felt safe together. We were family. Because
we were creatives. We're artists. We're different. We're liberal. We're open-minded. We're fashionable. We're whatever. Right? We have disordered eating. Like, you know,
all the things. I love your transparency, like in all the ways.
All the things, right? So yeah. So sure, we were all able to find community where we didn't have it before. And that's what I like. People give like theater kids such a bad rap, and like, yeah, they're so annoying.
Yeah, they really are. I was one, and they are so annoying.
They're so annoying, but like they're just looking for validation and love.
Yeah, truth. You're making so many parallels to my life that I see in different ways. You know, not the boy thing.
I mean, I know I was gay when I was like 8. I was calling myself bisexual.
Yeah, you were.
Literally, like I was finding the words or thinking I was at such a young age because I felt it. But senior year of high school, my like best female friend, we were dating and it like the parts worked like because I loved her, like and I enjoyed her, and I'm young and the wind blew on my dick at 17 and I would get excited. So it didn't matter. You know what I mean? Like it's sort of when you're a young person, attention, love works. Like it makes you excited to just explore.
I agree. Like for me, it was companionship and like a sense of safety. And also it was sexual and I had no problems like doing the things. Like it wasn't, you know, but.
You were getting someone off. You were getting to enjoy someone else. And that's part of growing up.
Yeah, truth. And then it took me getting older and like being away and realizing, oh, I can try this. Let me try this. Let me just try it and see. And then, oh, wait a second. I want to do that again. That is where it's at, right? So
it wasn't even like trying it for me. Like I never questioned it.
mm-hmm.
Like I always knew. I think even when I was with that girlfriend, like I was like, oh, I'm that and this. It was never an or, it was an and.
I don't want to stereotype, and I know there are exceptions to everything, and of course you can't stereotype, but at the same time, like I feel like a lot of guys that I talk to say something similar, like they knew, and also they could do the other. And I feel like there are a lot of women I talk to, cis women, who are somewhat like me, same thing. Like it took time. It took us time to figure it out.
I think it's because of also the world, the US. Let's take a step back.
The scary country that we live in now.
The country we live in really doesn't create space for women to be anything other than straight.
Yeah.
And similarly for straight men too, there's like, it's so normalized to have a girlfriend that you know very quickly if you're different or gay because you don't fit in the societal norms of what being a man is at a young age.
Right.
It stands out more. Women can blend better because women are quieter.
Are made to be and are more hidden. And so you can
hide.
And we can accidentally hide it deep down and not even realize because of the constrictions that are just put on us from birth.
The constrictions of like sexual exploration and sexual like satisfaction.
That's a great society. And now women shouldn't take Tylenol because they're going to kill the baby. They're going to make autistic babies. That's the new thing coming out.
Let's actually like be able to pronounce acetaminophen first before we're going to like do anything, okay? Because that's where I'm at. Like watching that, I'm like, oh, this is just so like, what is happening?
Word salad is happening. That's what's happening. It makes no sense whatsoever.
This is a dark analogy, but I'm not even analogies. It's just I'm gonna say it, and it's controversial. But like, my family was in the Holocaust, and always when you read the history books and you listen, you're like, how did people let that happen? How did it happen? How did no one care? And I'm like, you know what? I get it now.
I do too. We're seeing it.
We're like seeing things happening where people are like, oh, just don't say anything. Just go like this. Just like go to work. Just do your thing because you don't want to get in trouble. You don't want to piss off anyone. You don't want to like be attacked by ICE. You don't want to like say anything about Palestine. You don't want to you're safe.
Yeah. And you don't want to get in an argument and you don't want to lose your people because you don't know. Because everybody's afraid to tell their truth right now. Like, that's literally what's happening.
And that's what it was like, probably. So you're sort of like, not me, not my problem. And now I get it. I get how that happens. And it's scary.
Yeah. There we are.
Yeah. Not to go too deep into that because that's a dark hole.
I know. We're going all over and I love it. And we have to, speaking of like, the Holocausts and like the end of the world, let's talk about family.
Yes. Let's go back to family. Let's anchor.
Let's talk about how we brought new life into this crazy, messed up world. Let's do that. No, but we're bringing the right side of life. We're raising the children who are going to change the world, in my opinion. So when did the talk of baby making come into the picture, and what was your conversation surrounding it?
I always knew I wanted to be a father. I have a bad relationship with my dad where we don't talk. And I remember him not being present when I was young and not getting what I needed from him. So I quickly told myself when I was a preteen that like, I'm going to be a dad to a boy and I'm going to do it right. So that's when it started. It's a core memory of me like processing like my dad is shit and I'm going to be a good dad one day.
I'm going to fix this.
How.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my truth. And then like, obviously I got married and I was like, this is expensive. Do we adopt? No, I wanted it to be biologically mine because of that trauma I needed to fix in my head and like the promise I made to myself. And that's something that really mattered to me. And we went to speak to, just out of curiosity, like a year into our marriage, we went to speak to Circle Surrogacy in Boston, which is like one of the biggest And we went into that completely cold, like no idea. And I was just like, we left that like 3-hour meeting feeling like we can't do this.
It's so overwhelming.
It's so overwhelming. We were so young.
Yeah.
We didn't have the finances. We didn't have a house yet. And we were like, not yet. We can't do this yet. Maybe one day. And then, and we sort of left that. And then the pandemic happened. And we had bought our house in 2019. Thank God. Lucky. Because if not, we would have been divorced being in that apartment during the pandemic.
We closed on our house the day the lockdown happened.
Stop. Yeah. It's wild.
But then it's a co-op board because it's a building. And they weren't moving anyone in and they didn't tell us. So we were displaced for 3 months. But it was actually it turned out to be good because we had to get out because the new person was coming in because we sold to buy. So it actually turned out to be great. We just like went on the Airbnb map and like found like the best priced home. And we just kept like jumping from home to home. And it was awesome because we were like in the country. We didn't have to worry about going into work, because it was pandemic. So we like stayed at a house. One of the houses had a waterfall behind it. So it turned out to be serendipitous, but it was pretty crazy. Anyway.
But yeah, I mean, so the pandemic happened and my husband works at a biotech company. He was the first employee and they IPO'd during 2020. And if you know anything about the stock market during that time, it was like, shh. And we were like, should we sell some of your stock? And it was like, yeah, let's buy a baby.
Oh, whoa.
So then where I was like, he's like, you wanted this, like, let's buy the kid. Let's do it now.
Let's do it. And just so no trolls are like, ew, you're so gross. You're talking about buying a kid. No. Don't get it twisted. It's because we need a lot of money to make these babies.
Yeah, like for the trolls, like shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because you went and you jizzed into a woman and had a baby and are you even a parent? Because there was no, like, I'm not going to another country and stealing and buying a baby on a black market.
No, it doesn't work that way.
My kid is very, very, very much so brought into this world with so much consideration, love, attention, support, admiration. Like, he is fuck you, basically.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love you. Thinking. That's going to be a social media clip right there.
I mean, it's true though. Like, get out of here. Like with that bullshit. Why are you even listening to this?
I know. Thank you. Oh my God. You're saying all the things that I type back to the trolls.
You're listening to me.
Why are you here? Why are you here?
Go somewhere else.
I think you need to come out of the closet, baby. Like, why are you here?
Go do something else. Like, I don't have time going on like, anyway, I won't say the things. Anyway, long story short, we did that and we said like, hey, it's time to like be able to afford, let me say it the right way, be able to afford the child.
You say it however you want to say it because I love it.
Well, yeah, because it's just like, it makes me sad, like that we got no support, like financially for it. Like it cost us $220,000 to have our child.
Say it louder for the people in the back. It's a lot we work hard.
And there's nothing covering us. There was nothing covering us for this. We weren't considered infertile. Lesbians are at times and can get some sort of coverage somewhat. Sometimes, but they push back and then we have to prove that we've been trying. Of course we've been trying. Nothing's happening. Do you know that after I've had to fight Blue Cross Blue Shield for a year after my son was born because they kept billing our surrogate's insurance, calling her the mother, and we're like, there is no mom. There's no mom. There's 2 dads on the birth certificate. There is no mom. Even if she was biologically related. Right, but she's not. She has no rights to this child. She was a surrogate. And there's a contract and there's legal documents to prove this. They're like, you have to pay for the day one in the hospital because the mom's medical insurance doesn't bill. And I was like, okay, keep saying mom to me. Say mom. Say mom again. I was like, you're talking to gay men. Like this, your language is wrong. And it's offensive. It is. And you're also, what happens to people who their mom dies or what? Or their grandparents have them and they're adopted. Like, and the mom's a drug addict and not in the picture. Like what? Right. That's not a mom. Anyway, we fought them legally and won. Oh, wow. Yes. And like they changed their like policy.
Oh, wow. Okay, wait, we got to get into that. But first, wait, let's get to, you sold stock, you got enough, and let's do that. And then I want to hear about this because that's bomb, as the kids don't say anymore, but I still say the bomb. So you got the money, or at least partially some of the money.
Yeah, we got some of the money we needed to do it. And then we went back to Circle and we're like, how much does it cost now? Because it had been years. And some of their things slightly changed. And we started the whole process December of 2020. Our son was born October of 2022.
Took 2 years.
Yeah. And that's actually considered, for them at the time, it was considered a long time. But since then, now it's like 3 years plus for some people.
Yeah. Like some people it takes forever. And some people it's like super quick and you're really lucky. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
We did it all through them. So like we did we created a profile, we got an egg donor through their program. And then we like obviously created the embryos.
What were you looking for in an egg donor, might I ask? Because this is where I call it the search for the superhuman. Some of us get a little cuckoo cuckoo.
No, we're not,
Not you?
No. She couldn't be dumb.
Okay.
So like, and a sign of dumb. There's a girl, we call her Sushi Hannah. Sorry if you're listening.
Uh-oh, Sushi Hannah.
She just like, I almost liked her. And then I watched her video on the profile and she's like, I like making sushi. My husband's like, we can't have Sushi Hannah be like the biological.
So you did get a little cuckoo cuckoo. You did.
No, my husband's just like, we're smart people. We can't have a dumb child.
Oh my God.
So IQ mattered to us. Like we wanted them to have like average or above IQ. So like SAT score of like average or above. Like
so they gave you those stats, the SAT, the IQ.
Yeah. So we looked at like SAT. We like when we say IQ was like emotional intelligence matter. There was a lot of videos of some of the women.
Oh wow, yeah.
We wanted someone young, like as young as we could get. That's not weird.
Right.
We wanted someone who actually hasn't transferred before, hasn't like donated before.
Uh-huh.
We wanted a first-time donor. We wanted her to be white because our family's white and it's already hard enough. We didn't need to add the level
Didn't
of
want to add
it.
An extra burden.
We wanted someone who, in our eyes, was at least average attraction and had like a decent look to her. I think who we got was beautiful. When I saw her, she checked all the things. The reason, maybe I should say it this way. When I saw the profile, what I was looking for, I was like, she's brand new to the program. She's young. She's never donated. She's smart. She's gorgeous. She is half Italian. She's got like some Jew in her. She kind of could look like she came from a mix of like me and my husband's family together. I was like, oh my God, she like could kind of look like she might be related to us. She had a good head on her shoulders. And the only thing was she said she wanted it closed. And I was like, we need it to be open.
Yeah.
And they asked her and she said, I'll talk to them. And then she decided to do it open. And she is in our lives now to this day.
In the sperm bank world, those of us who use sperm banks, we don't get videos. Nope. And when I was doing it, we only got baby pictures. We didn't even get adult pictures. Now they have added adult pictures if you pay extra at most places. But at these banks, there are no videos and there is no option of like actually having this donor in your life. There's the option, the open donor, where when the child or children turn 18, you can reach out and if the donor still is open to it, then they can start a relationship. But there's no option for what you got.
I didn't think I wanted that. And now that I have it, I can't imagine not having it.
Right. And it's amazing that she agreed to it when she wasn't going to.
She actually just visited us in Provincetown at our house this summer.
Oh, wow.
With her boyfriend. Like, it's just so cool because like she's family. Like she's an extension of family. Like, no, she is not his mother. No, we never say that. We don't believe that. She doesn't believe that. But she is an extension of him. And like he has like some eczema on his arms. And I was like, my family doesn't have an eczema. What's this? So I like text her and I was like, hey, do you have eczema? She goes, yep, I do. And I was like, that's what it is.
It's
your fault.
You did that.
Yeah, no, like, I'm like, oh, that's what it is. Like, or it's just cool because like to my son, that's just part of his story. and he gets to access it, and having more people who love on him is never a bad thing.
Never.
And it's not about me or my husband, it's about him. So the relationship is not even for us, and I think we all know that it's for him. We happen to like each other, and we happen to,
it's amazing.
yeah, we're lucky. But like, same thing with our surrogate too. We thought it would just be like, you're doing this for us and never again. She is like also a sister, like also visited us in our beach house. We talk all the time. The two of them, our surrogate and egg donor, met for the first time at our son's first birthday party.
I love it.
They came from different parts of the country just to be there together.
Yeah.
Talk
It's
about
amazing.
village.
Yeah, it takes a village, and we're the best at it. We are the best at this chosen family. Although this is more than just chosen family. This is family. Like you created real ties to your son and have created such a unit around it. It's just what's not to love.
No, it's incredible. Like watching my son with our surrogate's two daughters. They came to visit this summer, and like one of them is 5 and the other one is 9 or 10. I'm getting the age wrong. The 5-year-old and him, who's almost 3, like watching them together, it was almost like they're siblings, and they love each other, and they were so nice and kind to each other the whole duration of the trip. And he kept like crying for her after she left, like missing her.
Oh.
And it's just so special.
Yep.
I can't explain it to you unless you experience it. Like, we are so lucky. I say all the time, like, our surrogate and egg donor are better people than I am. What they've done for us, like, there's nothing I wouldn't do for them. Like, we actually have one embryo left, and it's my husband's sperm and our egg donor. And we talk about like, well, we're done having kids, but we talk about like, do we keep it? Because if our egg donor struggles to have kids later, would we give it back to her?
Oh.
And we said we totally would.
Talk about full circle,
yeah,
right?
Like, there's just this sense of like bond, love, care. I feel more connected at times to them than parts of my own family. Well, they are my family.
Yeah.
So,
it's
my
deep.
younger self family.
See, we're the best. We really are, us queers. We really are doing it right. I'm going to tell you what. We'll be right back.
Queer Family Podcast.
Okay, y'all, quick pause. We were just talking about how with sperm banks, you don't usually get face-to-face relationships or video like Alon had with his egg donor. And that is true. But you can still make it feel a lot less blind when you use a donor bank that takes screening, transparency, and choice seriously, like our sponsor, California Cryobank. California Cryobank carefully screens each donor for health, genetics, and personal qualities, giving families great confidence in their choices. I used California Cryobank to make my family. I have great confidence in the choice we made, and I bet you will too. Also, just so you know, since 2017, California Cryobank has not accepted any new donors who are only strictly anonymous. They require now that all new donors agree to some form of future contact or identification. So if that matters to you, they've taken care of it. So if you are ready to start building your family the queer way, or just with donor sperm, you're going to go to cryobank.com, use code QueerFam25, and you're going to get a free level 2 subscription to their donor catalog. You can also use that promo code for a discount on a level 3 subscription, which gives you even more information about the donors. The more info we have, the better. All right, go get to shopping for sperm and then make the babies and then come tell me about them. Back to the episode.
Love is love.
So that's amazing. So it took 2 years. You got your little boy. He's, what'd you say, 3 now?
He'll be 3 in October.
Amazing. And it sounds like it's going great.
It is.
What have the conversations, if there have been any, surrounding his origin story to him? And
nonstop.
Yeah.
Nonstop. His
That's where I was
story
going.
is his story. I think it's so important to normalize the story because it is normal.
Mm-hmm.
There is no secret. There is no issue. Like, that's what I say. So he's met and been around his surrogate, his egg donor. And we say, like, this is blah, blah, blah. This is your egg donor. This is your surrogate. Like, we have so many books.
Yep.
Actually, a book that I've been reading to him the last few nights because he's really into it. And it's a story of two dads who struggle to have a kid and now they have to have a surrogate and egg donor. Instead of like saying surrogate and egg donor, I just say the names of the people.
Of your person. Oh, that's a good idea.
So we're like, oh, this is blah, blah, blah. And this is blah, blah. And she's the one who gave you the egg. And this is the one who carried your, and he's like, oh, okay. And like, he loves the story. So it's just is. There's no unveiling of it. Like it just is.
It's the normalization of it and the constant, because I talk to some people who say, you know, oh, I don't think they're ready for the conversation yet, but we're planning it. And I say every time, no, just start. They'll pick up what they need at the time they need it, you know?
No, you're just not ready for it, boo.
Yeah.
You're not ready. The kids are ready.
The kids are always ready. It's their story. Of course they want to hear their story.
What do you mean they're not ready? Ready for what? What's there to be ready for? Their truth? Their identity?
Right. I think people get hung up sometimes on, and it's not me, so I don't know, I'm speaking for people, but I feel like some people get hung up on the biology of it. And then they, you know, they make it this like taboo sex thing, and it's not. Everybody has bodies, and this one produces this, and this one makes that, and you need them both. You know, it's very simple.
I think people are better off when they know their truth, even if it's a truth that's hard. So like, this is like a weird way to describe it, but like my son, I said, is almost 3. And the last few days, this is actually funny, but it's indicative of my parenting. He's been waking up and being like, my penis really big today.
Yeah. My son did the same thing when he was 3. He still does it.
Yeah, but I'm like, no, you just have an erection.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I'm just like, you have an erection. That's normal. Like, just go like try to pee and it'll go away. Like, it's okay. And he's like, I want my baby penis. And I was like, it's still there.
It'll come back.
It's okay.
It'll go back down.
Explaining their bodies and what's happening is so important, and like not to be shamed or scared of or confused. So it's the same thing with like, we believe in like just the brutal honesty of it all. So like, you know, I remember, and I got really upset. I think I wasn't postpartum, but I felt postpartum. The first 3 months are a fucking ride.
Yeah.
Especially with your first. And people have a lot of stupid questions. And my family had a lot of stupid questions.
Mm-hmm.
And like sitting at our house for a meal when our son was 3, 4, 5 months old, saying like, well, what happens when he asks about his mother? And I'm like, oh, here we go.
So what was your answer? Do you remember your answers?
Yeah. And I was like, he doesn't have a mother.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, no, but like he does. And I was like, no, but like he actually doesn't.
Yeah.
And like, they kept saying, no, he doesn't. I'm like, no. But like, actually he doesn't. No, biologically he doesn't. I go, no, biologically he doesn't. Actually, like there's no mother. He has an egg donor. His genes are related to another person who happens to be female, but mother is not in his life. There's no way, even if the woman who donated her egg wanted to be his mom, she's not.
Right.
Because she didn't raise him. She's not his mother. He's not like if when he's 18, he wants to call her mom and she wants that, have at it.
Right.
But like, that's not what this is.
That's not how we made this baby. Like there has never been a mother in the picture. There's been an egg donor and there's been a surrogate, and neither one of them is a mother.
Yeah. They're just, and they just like couldn't understand, but like, and then it was like, I was getting defensive. I'm not getting defensive. Like, I don't want you to say that in front of him to confuse him or make him feel like he doesn't have something. Yeah. Because there's no secret to it. Like, we're going to tell him, no, you don't have one. And we say it all the time. I like, actually, you ask like what we talk about all the time. I'm like, hey, he'll be like, he's recently, because he's in daycare, says like, oh, mom, and blah, blah. I was like, oh, do you have a mom? He's like, no, 2 dads.
Yep.
And I'm like, do you want a mom? He's like, no, I have 2 dads.
Right.
He loves his life. He's happy. Like, fuck off.
Yeah. I think that people are always trying to get you to like admit to the biology aspect of it. No, but he has a mom because he came from a woman, and they want you to like go there and do that. But no, we're not, because it is not an aspect of this family.
If we do that, does that make you fit me into a box?
Right.
Does that make you feel better?
Yeah. What's the point?
What's the outcome?
Right.
What are you trying to say? someone in my family also, so my son is biologically related to me, and someone in my family will say something, I won't say who, like it drives me nuts, is she'll just be like, oh, your husband, like you can tell your kid really loves him. It's good. And I'm like,
Mm-mm.
right, that's his dad.
Yeah, of course he loves him.
And I was like, what?
Yep. Well, I've had people say that to me too. Like, well, because I'm biologically connected to my son and I'm not biologically connected to our daughter. And people, when I'm like, oh, she's making me mad. Oh, but he's not making me mad right now. Oh, that's because he's yours.
Uh-huh.
No. They both are.
They're both mine.
I raised them. I made them.
Yeah.
I made them. I love it. And I love that you're so candid and real and open about your story. And I think that we all should be, just because this kind of stuff right here, conversations like this right here, are what are going to help normalize our families and our identities out in this cucamonga world we live in.
Even you saying that, it's so funny to me because I exist in my mind and in the world as normal. So even hearing you say like normalize, I'm like, normalize what?
Right.
Like this is normal to me. Like I don't see, like I maybe that's because I'm lucky.
Also, I think all of us do. All of us see ourselves as normal. It's just the outside world that tends to like put these things on us and say we're the non-normal folks. And then it's like, wait.
Yeah, then I like look at them and I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I'm more normal than you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have the hangups you have. Like, let's be real here.
Listen, like hypervigilance is in my DNA, right? Like Israeli, Jew, gay, I got all the anxieties. Like, you know, like, so I'm walking around like this at all times. But like, it's just, I know how to navigate it. Like I know when I'm like, oh, we got to cross the street. We can't eat here. Oh, don't hold my hand here. Oh, not today. Or like, oh, we're going to Florida.
Let's mind our P's and Q's there. Take out that shirt. You can't wear that shirt. You can't pack that shirt. You can't pack those shorts. Same.
Brat shirt that actually says cunt.
No, you cannot do that in Florida.
I mean,
yeah. We went to Florida recently. We were packing for Florida and both of us said to each other, like, we can't wear any of our clothes. We can't wear any of our t-shirts. Not a single one.
It's actually scary because, you know, again, privileged in that I live in the Northeast and that I have access and liberal and people around me and open-minded company and everything. And like, when you do go to those other parts of the country and you see those things, like our son was born in Georgia, in Brunswick. I remember them in the hospital. Most of them were great, but when they came by, they're like, oh, breast is best. And I was like, baby, nothing's come out of this teat. Okay? Like, it's not happening.
And were they cool? Were they cool about it? Or
because look at me, I wasn't going to let them not be.
I love you. Yeah.
I was just like, okay, cool. You could take your shit and go somewhere else. Like, we're not, like, I'm literally sitting there, like, crossing off, like, mother's name and writing father.
Putting father.
Yeah. And, like, and then they asked, like, when we left, like, the people who do all those stupid forms are like, oh, is there anything that could have made your experience better? I was like, well, for one, it's just say parent one and parent two, because there are people who don't even, forget gay, straight, whatever. There are people just like grandparents who are adopting them or whatever. Like, mother and father is just antiquated, and that is not the, like, nuclear family anymore. Like,
yeah, thank you.
Let's move on. You're, like, already creating, like, I don't know, like doubt or like lesser than for children entering the world on day one.
On day one. Yeah, it is. And it's families like ours, though, that are pushing the needle. And we see like teeny tiny incremental change, one hospital at a time, based on the people who are going and speaking up and saying what you're talking about right here. Right. But it's small little steps, but it's families like ours that are making these changes, which, to your point, are changes that are good, not just for our community, but for all.
Everyone, right? Like, and yeah, I mean, our surrogate, one of the reasons she said she wanted to do it was she's from LA and now she lives in Brunswick. And she said, I want, my kids are around so many Republicans, and I want them to see that when people need help, we help them, and and people who are different still could get help. And that I want them exposed to gay people because it's normal to me, and I want them to have that. And these girls like are now, they like walk around with rainbow shirts and they feel so much pride and like they're amazing. And that's more impactful. Like she talks about it all the time because she's a nurse, our surrogate, and she wears like rainbow pins and stuff in the ER. And people are like, "Are you a lesbian?" She's like, "Nope, but my baby daddies are." And they're like, "What?" They like don't know what to do with it.
I love her. Yes.
Oh my God, she's so funny. When she was pregnant with our sons, she would like, people would be like, "Oh my God, like you're so pregnant. Like, are you excited?" She's like, "Oh, I'm not keeping it at like 8 months in like Georgia." So they're like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm not keeping this one."
They're like, "Oh, at least you didn't abort it. Phew."
Yeah, no,
right?
No, I'm not. It's not mine.
Oh
or
my
like,
God.
Or like they would be with her husband and like someone would say something to him and she would be like, "Oh, it's not his."
Like, way to have fun with it. I like her. She's spicy.
Yeah, that's why I picked her.
That's why you picked her. It's so funny. So there was like one of off track one more time, but it's kind of on track. But there was one of like my son's classmates' mom was pregnant. I guess I saw that her belly was growing, and then I went to sleep one night and I had a dream that she told me that no, this isn't her. She's a surrogate for someone. And I woke up from that dream, and then I couldn't remember if it was real or it wasn't. So the whole pregnancy, I wasn't sure if she was keeping the baby or as if she was actually a surrogate, because I dreamt she was and I thought it was real. Probably because I had too many glasses of wine the night before when I went to sleep and I wasn't sure what was reality. To the point where finally the baby comes and they're keeping the baby. That's what that like solidified it from, okay, that was just a dream. Because I was afraid to ask because I didn't want to like upset her. Like
weird, yeah. If you're like, "Hey, is that yours?" Like,
right? Like, is that your babe? Like that would have been weird. So I couldn't say anything. So I finally realized, oh, they're keeping it. That's their baby. And then because I'm gay and I talk to so many queer families and stuff, I was like low key disappointed in them. Like
you're like, you're not cool anymore.
Like that's so like ew. Like you're keeping the baby.
Like, that's so ew.
I thought you were like being really cool and like housing a baby for a gay couple, but I guess you weren't. It's just for you.
It's actually like funny because I had such a fear also this when we started putting our kid in daycare that like people would treat us differently, and maybe it's because we're like in Arlington, Cambridge area that it's fine. I've never felt weird about it. There's been like at his previous school, like one teacher where people are like, "Oh, she's like super religious," just like, so you know, like someone else who's in our community who's a lesbian was like, "Hey, like she's like really, like she scares me a little bit." So just like FYI. And I was like, "Oh, that's so interesting," because she's been nothing but loving to our kid. And then I was like, "Oh," and I'm saying this because I was like, "Oh, you know, you as a queer person are putting like prejudices on someone else for their religious beliefs. So like we're also sometimes respond." And she's been great with our kid and nothing ever happened. And she was lovely with him. Just because she was super religious and had her beliefs that might have been different from us, she treated us like people. And that's all we ask for. So like, let's now go and like treat other people who have beliefs we don't have not as people too.
Yeah.
It was like an interesting, yes, but it was an interesting moment. Because like it's rare that happens.
Yeah, and then it's eye-opening, and it does go both ways. And also at the same time, sometimes it's hard. I am definitely guilty of like putting my own biases on people just because
it's survival, right? Because
it's survival. It's fear.
It's fear. It's there's so many reasons and it's justified. Yeah, but it's important sometimes to like
check it. Clock it as a kid. No, clock it. I don't even know if clock it is, I'm using it right. I don't know, but they do the thing. Clock it. Check yourself. Right. No, it's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be right back.
Queer Family Podcast. Love is love.
I didn't know adulting meant like stressing over the menu every day.
Like, it's just, you have so much more time. Like, I can physically be present with my kid at dinner and watch him say his first word or talk about school or talk about work and like be there or be on the floor with him playing than cooking, cleaning, and dealing with like all of that shit.
Yeah, I get it.
The thing is when you look at some of the some people do. You order like pizza once on like Uber Eats and it's like $78.
Oh, like for instance, last night I had taken salmon out of the fridge to defrost to make for dinner. And then as the day goes with 2 kids who are in activities, and like I got home and I was exhausted and my wife was exhausted from her day at work, and we looked at each other and I was like, I don't want to cook that salmon. She was like, I don't want you to cook that salmon. So we went down to the corner to just get slices of pizza. Thank God we live in New York City, and got slices of pizza because we weren't going to get something delivered because that's $100.
Yeah, no, I know. You think it's not like that in like Cambridge, Mass? Come on.
Right.
It's like literally you order 2 pizza pies, it's $73.
It is.
Like
100%.
I remember when pizza was like $7 for a pie. I grew up in Brooklyn. Like what?
Oprah says that all the time. On her podcast, she goes, what you need, the most important thing is time. I'm trying to do my Oprah voice.
That was the terrible Oprah voice.
It was terrible. You're right, because I can't get that full deep sound.
I don't even know what just happened. I feel like we just like maybe you should go back to theater camp or theater school. They would be very disappointed.
Impersonations were never my strong suit.
Well, clearly.
Yeah.
One thing I'm going to do is roast you. That's something I'm going to do.
I love this. This is so fun.
It's not the food or the meal delivered. It's the like, what the connection, the like, and creating those memories. It hits hard.
I love that. And we're recording this on like Rosh Hashanah right now. So it's all like a full circle thing. Like that is what food does, and community.
And that's what I keep on trying to do. We're actually bring together community and people and tradition and culture and share this food, because it's such a divisive world we live in right now. And it's not about saying Jews are good or Jews are bad. It's about saying culture and tradition matters. And we need to understand different perspectives and be in a room and talk and not hate each other online and scream and fight and talk into the void. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It really is. But I love this idea of just community and food and focusing on the love and the things we have in common, not the things we don't, the things we have in common.
But put your fucking phone down and eat a meal and talk to someone, even if you disagree, and learn something.
Yeah.
What happened to that?
Yeah.
What happened to that?
I know. We got a lot of healing to do. So this has been so fun. I'm so glad I got to know you, Alon. This was awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Queer Family Podcast.
A special thank you once again to California Cryobank for being a sponsor of this episode. Use code QueerFam25 for a free level 2 subscription to their donor catalog. And tune in next week for another amazing episode of Queer Family Goodness.
Love is love.
Whew. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed that episode as much as I enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, feel free to listen to another or watch another. I have so many episodes for your listening or viewing pleasure. Just go pick one and enjoy. There's a lot. There really is. And also, if you really do like this show, please, I know I say it all the time, but please do consider supporting the show on Patreon. You're just going to go to patreon.com/The Queer Family Podcast. You're going to pick a tier, you're going to join, and you're going to get that bonus content. And you're also going to get my love and adoration for the rest of my life. I love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Keep on tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.